Welcome to English Speakcast. Take a deep breath and listen carefully. One night, a young man sat alone, staring at his computer screen. His bank account was almost empty. His company was failing. People were laughing at him, and very soon everything he built could disappear. That young man was Elon Musk. He had one choice: play safe and quit, or take one final dangerous risk that could destroy his life forever. Most people would walk away. Most people would choose safety, but Elon did not. Why would someone risk everything they have? Why would a man choose pain, fear, and failure instead of comfort? Today, we will slowly walk through the risky life path of Elon Musk, not with difficult words, not with fast English, but with a simple story to help you learn English through emotion and meaning. So stay with me, listen carefully, and ask yourself this question. What would you do if everything was on the line? His full name is Elon Musk. Today, people around the world know him as the man behind Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and X. Some call him a genius. Some call him crazy. Some call him the man who wants to change the future of humanity. He builds electric cars. He sends rockets into space. He dreams about living on Mars. But this is not a story about success. This is a story about risk, about fear, about loneliness, and about a long, painful road filled with doubt. Before the money, before the fame, before the world knew his name, Elon Musk was just a quiet boy with big thoughts and a very difficult life. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. His family life was not warm or peaceful. His parents divorced when he was still young. Elon often felt alone, even inside his own home. At school, life was even harder. Other children did not understand him. He was quiet. He was different. He loved reading books and thinking deeply. Because of this, many students bullied him. They pushed him, they laughed at him, they hurt him, both physically and emotionally. One day, the bullying became so violent that Elon was beaten badly. He was sent to the hospital. For a long time after that, he carried fear inside his heart. At home, things were not easy either. There was little emotional support. He learned very early how to survive alone. But in his pain, Elon found one safe place: books. He read for hours every day: science fiction, technology, the future of the world. Books became his escape, his shield, his quiet teacher. Even as a child, he dreamed of building things that could change the world. But deep inside, he also carried sadness, fear, and confusion. No one knew that this lonely boy would one day take some of the biggest risks in human history. When Elon became a young adult, his struggles did not end. In fact, they became heavier. He left South Africa with a simple dream: to build something meaningful. He moved far from home to a new country with little money and no safety net. Life was hard. He lived in small rooms. He worked long hours. He slept very little. Sometimes he did not even know how he would pay his bills. Elon had ideas, big ideas, but people around him did not believe in them. Investors said, "This will never work."
Experts said, "You were too young." Others laughed and said, "This is impossible." His first businesses faced many problems: technical failures, money problems, stress and pressure every single day. Many nights, Elon felt exhausted. He felt misunderstood. He felt like he was fighting the world alone. Fear slowly entered his mind. What if I fail? What if I lose everything? What if I am wrong? The pain was not only financial, it was emotional. Rejection after rejection, door after door closing. Most people would stop. Most people would choose an easy path. But Elon continued even when success felt very far away. Then came one moment that changed everything. Elon stood at a crossroads in his life. He had already made some money. He could live comfortably. He could relax. He could be safe. But safety did not excite him. Deep inside, he felt a strong voice saying, "If I do not try now, I will regret it forever." So Elon made a shocking decision. He chose to risk everything. He invested his own money into two impossible dreams. One was space rockets. The other was electric cars. People thought he was crazy. Rockets fail. Electric cars will never sell. You will lose all your money. But Elon believed something simple. If humans want a future, they must innovate. This decision was terrifying. There was no backup plan, no safety net. If he failed, he would lose everything. But that night, Elon chose courage over comfort, fear over safety, dreams over sleep. That single decision pushed him onto the most dangerous road of his life.
The journey was slow, painfully slow. Elon did not become successful overnight. Every day was a fight. He worked long hours, sometimes more than 100 hours a week. He slept on factory floors. He ate simple food. He lived inside his work. At SpaceX, rockets failed again and again. They exploded. They crashed. Each failure burned millions of dollars. At Tesla, the problems never stopped. Production was slow. Machines broke. Workers were stressed. Money was disappearing fast. Elon felt the pressure every second. Employees depended on him. Investors watched closely. The world was waiting for him to fail. Still, he kept learning. He studied engineering. He asked hard questions. He fixed small problems one by one. There were moments of hope, and then more failure. But Elon stayed disciplined. He showed up every day, even when he was tired, even when he was afraid. Slowly, very slowly, things began to improve. Not because of luck, but because he refused to stop. Then came the darkest moment of all. By 2008, everything was collapsing at the same time. SpaceX had failed 3 rocket launches. Only one last launch remained. If it failed, SpaceX would die. At the same time, Tesla was almost bankrupt. Money was gone. Investors were losing trust. Employees were scared. Elon's personal life was also falling apart. His marriage was breaking. Stress was destroying his health. He was sleeping very little, eating almost nothing, carrying the weight of 2 dying companies on his shoulders. Many nights Elon thought, this is the end. He had invested nearly all his money. There was no rescue waiting. Then came the final test. The last SpaceX rocket launched. For long, silent seconds, everyone held their breath. And then, success. The rocket reached orbit. That one moment saved SpaceX. Soon after, NASA offered a contract.
Tesla also received emergency funding. Elon survived the storm, but he would later say this was the most painful period of his life.
After surviving the crisis, the world slowly began to change. SpaceX did what many believed was impossible. It built rockets that could land and fly again. This changed space travel forever. Tesla proved that electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and powerful. People started to believe in clean energy. Elon Musk was no longer just a dreamer. He became a builder of the future. His companies created thousands of jobs. They pushed technology forward. They forced old industries to wake up. Elon's goal was never only money. He wanted to protect the future of humanity, to reduce pollution, to make life multiplanetary. Today, his name is known all over the world. But behind the success is a story of pain, risk, and endless effort. His legacy is not only rockets and cars. It is proof that big dreams demand big sacrifices.
Elon Musk's life teaches us powerful lessons, not with words, but with actions. Start before you feel ready. Elon began when he was scared and unsure. Waiting for perfect moments means never starting. Risk is part of growth. Nothing great comes from complete safety. Every big change needs courage. Failure is a teacher, not an enemy. Rockets exploded, companies almost died, but each failure showed him what to fix. Work with discipline, not motivation. Elon worked even when he was tired. Discipline kept him moving forward. Think beyond yourself. His dreams were not only personal, they were about the future of humanity. These lessons are simple, but living them is not easy.
Let's look at useful English words and phrases from Elon Musk's story. Risk. Doing something dangerous but important. Example, Elon took a huge risk by investing all his money in Tesla and SpaceX. Failure. When something does not succeed. Example, many rockets exploded, but Elon learned from each failure. Discipline. The ability to work hard and stay consistent. Example, he worked long hours every day, even when tired. Dream big. To have very large goals. Example, Elon dreamed big to send humans to Mars. Courage. Facing fear and doing what is right. Example, he had the courage to continue when everyone doubted him. These words help you understand stories better and use English in real life. Now it's your turn. Which part of Elon Musk's story inspired you the most? Was it his courage, his discipline, or his ability to keep going after failure? Comment below and share your thoughts. Also, tell us, which life story should we tell next? Don't forget to subscribe to English Speakcast for more stories that help you learn English through real-life experiences. Thank you for listening, and remember, big dreams require big risks, but they are always worth it.